Have you ever stopped to think that the more wounds you expose, the more people desire to touch them? And not only that, they may also try to bother you to the point of infecting these wounds, leaving you in an even worse situation than you were before. Let's consider an example. Suppose your company has gone bankrupt and you expose all your desperation. In this case, people may approach you, pat you on the back, and pretend to be sympathetic to your situation. However, at the same time, they begin to scrutinize every detail to humiliate you, telling others how you were foolish and irresponsible. It's as if your girlfriend cheated on you, even though she apologizes and admits her wrongdoing. Behind your back, everything becomes a subject of mockery. If you show sadness, despair, or frustration, people will take advantage of it to worsen the situation. Honestly, one could say that the goal of these people is to feel superior amidst your chaos. However, nowadays, I believe it's simply a matter of mental illness. There are people who are so sick inside and out that they find satisfaction in destroying others. It's not surprising that nowadays, people laugh at those who claim to have depression, especially if that person is rich or famous. For many, being rich or living well is almost a crime, and if they discover that you're dealing with a more serious issue in your life, they're delighted by it. It's important to learn to act as if nothing affects you, regardless of the problems, anguish, or mistakes. The less you show people, the better. Now, it's up to you to take care of everything or rely on a professional. It's not anyone else, as I mentioned earlier. When people discover your problems, things only get worse, whether through gossip or jokes. So when you face personal issues or anything that's affecting you, remember not to open up to everyone. Think that you can fix it on your own without desperately begging for help. Maintain your dignity, values, and a calm and balanced posture, overcoming emotionally what bothers you or the problem you need to solve. The less you reveal, the clearer you'll see that finding a solution isn't so difficult. Believe me, those who claim that everything is extremely difficult are simply blind to their own weaknesses. Before a life full of possibilities, you need to start acting correctly and keep moving forward, because that's life. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. With persistence and effort in each attempt, things will become easier. Knowing this, don't allow negative feelings to take over, and don't let anything or anyone destroy your spirit and motivation. Rise and act as if nothing could bother you. This way, you won't be affected by the desperate vultures who feed on the flesh of others, and you won't even perceive your problems as something impossible. When you begin to fight, you push away negativity and keep your focus on reality. You'll see solutions and ways out of your problems much more clearly. Now let's imagine another situation. You're disappointed with someone's behavior whom you had high expectations for. You expected support, loyalty, love, and trust. You hoped for a business to succeed and had built numerous expectations in a relationship where you fully trusted that person. However, the ground crumbled beneath you and you fell hard. Emotional pain immediately arose, and you stood there, failing to react to the disappointment, looking at that person you trusted, attacking and hurting you, whether intentionally or not. First, let me say that regardless of the intense pain you're feeling at this moment, as soon as you realize that someone you trusted has hurt you so much, don't show the pain. Understand that deep down, you're probably desperately wishing to lash out, cry, or throw it all away and escape from that environment. However, under no circumstances should you reveal your sadness and pain to those who are watching. Even if you feel defeated and had expected too much from others, even if you've been betrayed, maintain your composure in front of people. Even if you're completely shattered inside, don't show your desperation to others. Despite the pain, keep your posture and cry later when you're at home, away from prying eyes. At that moment, even if it's just you and the person who betrayed you, don't give them the satisfaction of seeing that they've hurt you. If you show that what they did has crushed you, you'll be feeding their pleasure or becoming even more vulnerable. So, in that precise moment in front of people, hold your ground, don't react, and calmly walk away. Distance yourself from the person who betrayed you or did something wrong without showing the importance they expect. Turn your back and move forward. They also want to see you become a clown, create scenes, or cry in front of everyone. There are people in this world who want to see your anger and frustration purely for entertainment. They want you to do what they desire. Obviously, you haven't lost just because you were betrayed or disappointed, but that was the last time. Anyway, now that I've explained this part, let's move on to the next step. It's important to go through this situation without showing your suffering to others, but that doesn't mean you won't feel the pain. Obviously, we're all human and we'll suffer in some way. However, I'll explain how you can avoid getting trapped in this pain. First, find a comfortable place for yourself after being deceived, betrayed, or disappointed. When your expectations are shattered, it's essential to isolate yourself in a cozy and safe environment. Choose a place where you won't want to feel that disappointment again. Perhaps at some point in life, you'll decide not to trust anyone else and avoid taking risks. However, this overly cautious attitude is not the solution after a disappointment. It's important to learn not to trust blindly and protect yourself with caution. You need to act intelligently and analyze the lies and illusions that others try to implant in your mind. Although you shouldn't stop trusting all people and avoid taking any risks, you also shouldn't become someone who refuses new experiences. You shouldn't spend your whole life in your comfort zone, limiting yourself to the basics. It's important to realize that running away permanently is not the answer. The pain may make you feel shame and regret, but if you set aside that negative feeling, you'll realize that the suffering is trying to convey a message about the attitude you should adopt to avoid feeling this pain again. When you understand this, you won't settle in a comfortable place, but venture into the unknown, facing new situations and experiences. The difference is that now you'll know how to act to avoid being naive and easily falling for traps. Even though you may feel more pain and eventually encounter new obstacles with each attempt, with each new adventure, you'll become a stronger, better, smarter person, and above all, more admired by yourself. Remember that personal growth is in your hands. Stay determined, learn from your experiences, and move forward. And also, remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell to receive new video updates, and leave a like and a comment. See you in the next video.